Good morning. All right, big day today. We're gonna get the sprayer, bring it in the shop, get to working on that. So first thing we gotta do, get this and that out of here, and then we're gonna sweep the floor before we bring the sprayer in. I know we're just gonna get it dirty again, but it might as well start clean, right? So that's the plan here this morning. Let's find somewhere to put this tractor in the gator, probably in the shed in the back, and then we'll shuffle stuff around and get the sprayer out. This nice clean cab. Headliner that's not falling down. What a deal. So I think I'm just gonna park this out over here for now because, well, we gotta get the sprayer out, and if I put it in there, it'll probably be in the way. So we'll leave it here. Okay, now the gator. How long do you think that clean windshield will last? I'm guessing not very. Alright, so that's out of the way. It looks like we've just got to move the backhoe to get that sprayer out of there. Hopefully they both start, but we're about to find out. Well, no wonder I can never find a tape measure. Oh yeah, fired right up. Man, this thing is dirty too. Ugh. Okay, let's see if we can get the sprayer started. I don't know when the last time it's been run was. It has been a while though. Oh yeah, what a deal. Alright, we got it. That was a bit more of a struggle than I thought it was going to be, because I couldn't turn because the planter's sitting next to it and the boom was going to hit it. But we got it out, so I'm just going to bring this up in front of the shop. We're going to let it run for a few minutes while we clean the floor up, and then we'll take it in and drain the engine oil out of it so we can get that changed. One thing I do have to do is get a 2630 display put in here, because the sprayer doesn't actually have a instrument readout, doesn't tell me engine hours, RPMs, anything. It's all done through the 2630 display, and since I don't have one of those in here currently, I can't tell how many hours are on the sprayer, which is an important thing to know when you're changing the oil. So we're just going to get it over here and rev it up a little bit, let it run. Okay, we'll get our floor sweeper out, clean this up in no time at all. Man, this floor is dirty. Sure, I'm glad I got this sweeper. I think Phil cleaned this up when he had the semi in here over the weekend, or last week when I was gone, so it's not so bad there. That side is. Okay, floor's clean-ish, clean enough, except for that pile, but we'll worry about that later. I gotta get a couple of my oil pails here. All right, now let's go get our sprayer. Okay, now we gotta shut our door and get our oil drain out. So the nice thing about working on the sprayer is that it sits way up high, so it's easy to get to everything. However, that means oil has a long way to fall and it will splash everywhere. So I put this little hose in there, which should be longer, but at least it gets us closer to our bucket. And then we just got a little 90-degree turn. We'll crack it and then see where the oil is gonna fall. Pretty close. There we go. And we'll let that drain. Might even be able to do this without spilling it. Maybe. Look at that. All right, that is slowing down. We're gonna let it finish draining. There's plenty of room in that bucket. And we've got to get a display put in that cab so we can see how many hours we've got on the machine, get our filters out, and figure out what all service work needs to be done. I don't know if we need to change hydraulic oil or not, but we're about to find out. Okay, so I got that display hooked up, and current engine hours are 1586 on this sprayer, which is really low houred considering it's a 2010 and it's 10 years old. But I wanted to check one of the filters from last year to see how many hours we put on it in the past year. 3.5 of 19, 1457, which means a little over 100 hours. That's not very many, but again, last year we just didn't plant as many crops, so we didn't have as much to spray, so we didn't put as many hours on our sprayer. That's how it works. So 1457, I'll go do the math and figure out exactly what that is. 129 hours. Crazy. Okay, so I've been looking through the book here trying to figure out what service intervals are on different things. Replace hydrostatic and hydraulic filters is a 500-hour change. So is changing the hydraulic oil, the planetary hub oil in the wheel motors. And those were last done at 1,059 hours. So that means it's due for a hydraulic oil service. So we're going to have to drain hydraulic oil and change all those filters and stuff as well. However, because we only have 129 hours on this stuff from last year, we are changing engine oil and filter because that needs done annually. But I think I'm just going to pull the engine air filters and blow them out. I mean, cab filters, the air dryer, and the fuel filters. I'm probably going to try and just let them go for another year at least, and we'll see. I think we'll be okay doing that. So that's the plan. Still going to be a fairly major service because we got to do hydraulic oil, and this will be the first thing that I've done hydraulic oil in this year, so you guys will get to see how that. Oh, we did the combine, I guess, but yeah. Man, it's dirty down here. Look at this. Ugh. Yeah, that's no good, but we're going to also have to wash, it would appear. Yeah. I think before we drain hydraulic oil out of this thing, we'll get the engine oil put back in here. And then these wheels are an adjustable tread width, and it makes it a whole lot easier to change the tires, which we have to do if they are set to their widest setting. So we'll move those out. That way, while we're changing hydraulic oil, we can also work on at least a couple of the tires. So, while we're waiting for oil to continue to drain for a little bit, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to get the engine oil filter and the hydraulic oil filters that we're going to need, and we'll at least have that stuff ready. And we can change that engine oil filter too. So this sprayer has the same engine and therefore the same oil filter as our 8430. It's a cartridge style instead of a spin-on, and so we take that and we'll go take the filter off in our oil room to let it drain, clean up the cap there, put a new O-ring on it, and put the new filter in. All right, I've got the new oil filter in there, which, by the way, because this is a cartridge style and not a spin-on canister, this doesn't work. You can't write the hours on it because it doesn't go away. That was my dad's idea. When the first time we changed engine oil in this, we bought it used with 400 and something hours on it. So when he changed the oil the first time, he wrote the hours right on the permanent oil filter holder. So now it always says that we changed it at 650 hours, even though there's almost 1,000 more hours than that on the machine. But what are you going to do? So note to self and anybody else out there changing equipment, oil and equipment and stuff, only write the hours on the filters that actually get changed. You know, like the hours won't be there forever. My word of advice. Anyway, this oil is still draining pretty good, so we're going to let that drip for a while yet, maybe through lunch, and we'll worry about that when we come back, I think. In the meantime, I got a surprise for you guys. I've been working on something, and I need your opinion. So, if any of you watch any of the other ag YouTubers, or I guess the ones that I watch, Brian's farming videos, Millennial Farmer, they all have a logo and a little intro video on their videos, right? I don't. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but it's been something that I've been working on. I've been trying to figure out how to get a logo put together for quite some time. I have been working on this for a while, and I finally have one. So here's my dilemma, though. I actually have two. So the guy that I was working with made me up two different designs. I like both of them. I kind of lean one way. Other people I talk to lean a different way. And so I want to know what you guys think. So here's both of them. One here. Yeah, well. One over here. Good luck getting this edited, right? Tell me what you guys think. Guess what? You can leave me comments leave me what you think in the comments down below. However, I am also going to put a poll, I think, on my Facebook page if I can figure out how to do that. So if you head over to Facebook, find me at Borderview Farms, and you can vote in my poll there. Whichever one wins, I may or may not pick to put in the videos as an intro. So, you know, let me know what you think. Well, when I was on my way to lunch, I got a call from a truck driver. I got a load of corn. So this is the last of the corn that I got to get shipped in. We're getting it delivered here. We'll get her unloaded, set over there in the corner, and yeah, that'll be good. All right, I'm back from lunch. I took a couple of side shields off around the engine here. Our oil's done dripping, so we've got to put oil back in there, which means we need our hose over here. All right, that needs 32.8 quart. We've got 3, almost. It'll take a minute. So the other thing we need to do is change these tires and put our floater tires on. In order to do that, the fenders have to come off. So 4 big bolts in there, and we're going to take these off just for cleaning purposes. So I'm going to work on that stuff here while we're waiting for the oil, and after that gets done. All right, now that I've got oil back in this and I can start it, and I've got a display in the cab, I can move those tires out. I'll show you. There. Now the tires are out wide. It gets them out past the boom so we can use our overhead crane to help move the tires and get them changed. Basically, there's a cylinder inside this axle that pushes it in and out. It slides. That's how it works. And yeah, makes this a lot easier. So that's why we did it. Now we got to take the rest of these fenders off. I don't think we're actually going to get to changing tires today, but we'll do what we can. All right, so we've got the fenders and those covers off. We picked some dirt for a while, so much for my clean floor. But what are you going to do? I've decided that we need to change the oil in these hubs. And in order to do that, I can't turn the tires even when they're off the ground because of the hydrostat system. So we got to get them lined up just right. So this one's where it needs to be, drain on the bottom. But I'm going to pull the tire off because we're going to change them anyway, and it'll get it out of the way so I don't spill oil all over it. So we've got it jacked up, and now we get to take a tire off. All right, now that we've got a tire out of the way, we can do some more cleaning We can get our drain pail and put it underneath there and drain that oil out. And now we let that drain. Okay guys, I have got to get out of here. I'll take my boys, one of them, to the doctor for his checkup this afternoon, so time for me to go. We're gonna keep working on this tomorrow. Didn't get as far as I wanted to today, but that happens, I guess. One thing I was looking at, we do need to change hydraulic oil in this, but sprayers for some reason are weird and use engine oil in the hydraulic system, 10W30 Torque Guard John Deere oil. And I looked, we only have 10 gallons of it. It says it takes 20. So I might have to run to the John Deere dealer in the morning to get some more oil for that before we can change it. But other than that, we'll get more tires done. We'll probably do some washing tomorrow, cleaning, keep getting some dirt off of this thing. This is going to be a couple-day project, it looks like, but that's okay. So what else? Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and go vote on my logo. Tell me what you guys think, give me some feedback on that, and I'm gonna get an intro put together here pretty soon for it. So I was hoping to do that for the 100th video, and I've been working on it for a while but didn't get it done quite in time, so we'll get it though. Have a great night guys, we'll see you tomorrow.